What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with another UEFA Nations League video, this time for the final of the UEFA Nations League 2019 between Portugal and Netherlands. Now, this game, for those of you that watched it, the Netherlands they're just dead tired. You could tell they're just dead tired. They had one less day of rest. They played a full 120 minutes against England, and just like the first game between Switzerland and England, it was kind of uninspiring. Both teams were really dull. They weren't really into it. This game wasn't exactly that. Portugal were very, very, very up for the challenge, and this leads to what we're getting to in the contest, because Portugal defeat the Dutch Netherlands, they defeat Holland, they defeat Netherlands, they defeat them 1-0 from a Goncalo Guedes rocket, an absolute rocket from right outside the box, set up by Bernardo Silva, by none other than Bernardo Silva, who I think, in my opinion, is my man of the match, because the guy was just an absolute beast. He was straight up everywhere, literally. Look at his heat map. If you go to whoscored.com, look at Bernardo Silva's heat map along the right wing and in the middle of this game against the Netherlands. The man was straight up everywhere. And he honestly, for Manchester City, is going to be the bargain purchase probably of the decade. And he's going to be the heir to Portugal. When Ronaldo leaves, Portugal are in good hands. Because Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, I thought as well. The man shot like 6 long shots in the game. But he was all about it. And then Goncalo Guedes. I've been saying this for a while. I think Goncalo Guedes is a great young Portuguese talent. Him and João Felix up top would be beautiful together. João Felix didn't get into this contest, but he didn't have to. He really did not have to, because the rest of this Portuguese side were absolutely amazing. Danilo Pereira, fantastic. William Carvalho, fantastic. That whole back line, I think, besides probably Jose Font for me, Font wasn't the greatest. Ruben Diaz kind of made up for a lot of the ground that he lost. When Netherlands got into attacking positions, he was the one that they would kind of go after. Which, speaking of Netherlands in attacking positions, this was the most uninspired I've seen the Netherlands front three in a while. Usually Memphis Depay is up for it. Usually Babel's up for it. Promes is up for it. Bergwijn's up for it. None of them were up for it this time. And Matthijs de Ligt did a very good job. Virgil van Dijk did a very good job. Frenkie De Jong, I thought he did as good of a job as he could. There were times in this game where you could tell that he didn't want to try to dribble around people. Like, I think there was one sequence where he sat essentially in front of his own 18, passing between him, Van Dijk, and just staring at Goncalo Guedes for about a good 20 seconds. And he just sat there with the ball, didn't know what to do with it. Because there was no movement there, there was movement with the Netherlands. They still played really, really good on the possession. They looked like they wanted to get into it, but Wijnaldum, he wasn't as inspired as he was in the game against England. He was not moving very well. Van de Beek, when he came into the game, I thought added a different touch, but his substitution, I think, was about 20 seconds before the goal. And so once Portugal scored, it was over. It was over. Bernardo Silva, though, guys, him and Goncalo Guedes linking up together for the goal. In this game, you cannot say to any degree that the Netherlands necessarily deserved to win this game, because they didn't. They did not. There were a couple things that I thought could have maybe been reviewed by VAR that would have possibly gave them a goal. One of those, Ruben Diaz kind of stuck out his arm to defend a ball that was sent him from Depay, and it went. They didn't even review it, which is totally fine by me, because it wasn't clear and obvious, which is what the VAR sort of thing says. But at the same time, Portugal, guys, 18 shots in total, 7 of those on target. A lot of those were from Bruno Fernandes. I think he had about 4 on target. All of those from distance, not really troubling to a degree, but he was trying it. Netherlands, 4 shots in total, 1 of those on target. It's just so dull. They were really dull in attack, and this is the one thing that I say for the Netherlands is, for as good as this squad is that they have, they are missing just that 1 or 2 attackers, and not even attackers, the attacking mid position, because De Jong is sort of a deep line playmaker. He can play that box to box role if he wants. Van de Beek is that attacking midfielder that they need to play, but they've been playing De Roon, because De Roon is a straight defensive midfielder, and Wijnaldum just kind of roams around everywhere. Van de Beek has to play more, I feel like, for this Dutch national side, if they're to continue to fight. But at the same time, which one of those midfield three do you get rid of to give him those minutes, because it's really difficult. You don't know if it's De Jong, because he played so well with Atalanta this year, and then with this side, and you don't know if it's Wijnaldum, because Wijnaldum I think might have been the better of the three in terms of what he's been able to do in terms like box to box, especially in today's game, because De Jong didn't really get involved whatsoever in the attacking third. So Van de Beek, they really need to play, I feel like, Van de Beek more. They need to wait for him to develop more. But attacking-wise, there was really nothing there for the Netherlands. And that was the only thing. That was it. I mean, they sealed up Ronaldo pretty well. He had, I think, like 1 or 2 shots on target. He was going specifically for Dumfries and De Ligt. He wanted them so bad. Cristiano Ronaldo, guys, I don't think stepped within 5 meters of Virgil van Dijk. And it's less a testament to Virgil van Dijk and more a testament to the knowledge that Portugal came in with this game. Like, why tire Cristiano Ronaldo out by putting him on Van Dijk? Just put Goncalo Guedes and Bernardo Silva on him, let them roam around Van Dijk the entire time, and just tire him out instead. And so they played that really well, because De Ligt was not going to guard Ronaldo. Dumfries was just getting left in the dust against Ronaldo. And then, this Portuguese side, their second international title in 3 years. Technically. I mean, it's technically 2016, 17, 18, 19. There's 4 years, but still. 2016 Euro champions, 2019 UEFA Nations League champions, and I think definitely one of the teams that you could pick as a favorite to win Euro 2020. They are not shy by any means. This team is talented. They have a great mix of young and old. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, João Felix, Goncalo Guedes, all around the 24, rather, all at 24 years old or under. And that is what you want. And Pepe didn't even get to play in this game. So they have enough, they have the defense figured out. João Cancelo didn't play in this game either. João Mario didn't play in this game. João Felix didn't play in this game. These are all guys that could all end up playing. Ruben Neves didn't play in this game. João Moutinho didn't play in this game. That Portuguese side in general is absolutely wonderful. And I feel like the development from them in terms of club play and for them to put it together on the international scene, it's finally clicking. Is clicking. They no longer need Ronaldo to score hat tricks or bucket loads of goals or just create everything. Although it is good when he does, they don't need him to do it anymore. This team is talented. They're fluent. They play beautiful football, and they just press the hell out of you and wait for you to mess up, and then they shoot mad shots. They create mad opportunities. Which, I mean, is evident by Bruno Fernandes in this game and Bernardo Silva's assist to Goncalo Guedes, which gave Portugal the win. It's unlucky for the Dutch side. I can tell, obviously, they're really sluggish, really tired. I don't know if maybe a more well-rested Netherlands side goes better against Portugal in that game, but they looked outmatched the entire game. They really, really did. And I think it's back to the drawing board for them as well, because, Netherlands, as heartbreaking as it is to lose another international final, I thought they played well throughout the UEFA Nations League. I mean, they started a group with France and Germany and made it all the way here. They beat England, France, and Germany to make it to this UEFA Nations League final. So, all props to them, to be honest. Really, all props to this Netherlands squad. But Portugal get the win in the final, 1-0. Goncalo Guedes scoring off a beautiful Bernardo Silva assist, who was my man of the match. You guys got to let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on the contest, because, I know Portugal, you guys are probably celebrating right now, but it's back to the drawing board when we get ready for Euro 2020. It's going to be really exciting. But this UEFA Nations League, I feel like, was a success in turning what would have been qualifiers or friendlies and making it super exciting. It's been absolutely wonderful to watch. But thank you guys once again for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and peace.